Boston obviously has to be a lot better than he was in the first fight. We'll see what happens. Pressure's on now, and he's been a little bit more subdued in this kind of build up to this fight than he was the first time. But you expect that because of what happened in the first fight.
How much of an influence do you think Mick Conlan's been on him in that sense?
Maybe. I'd say Mick is someone who's been there, been at a very high level in the sport. Faced criticism as well for some of the things he says. So maybe has been a bit of an influence for him. But I think it's important for Boston to have people like Mick Conlan around him and good, credible fighters who can just kind of. He's a kid. You know what I mean? He's still learning. He's probably still immature. Probably says things that he maybe regrets or whatever. But I think it's just good to have them kind of common influences around at times.
Away from them, Ben Whittaker signing with Matchroom. What do you make of that move, Carl? And where do you want to see him go? How quickly do you want to see him move now?
I'm not sure how quickly. I mean, he's very, very skilled. To win an Olympic silver medal, you have to be unbelievably talented. We've seen it in his fights up to date that he's like a box of tricks. But there's still a few questions for me anyway about what happened in the first Liam Cameron fight. And about his mentality and stuff. If things get tough again, what's going to happen? But I think he's clearly very, very skilled. He's a really, really good fighter. He's linked up with a good coach in Andy Lee. I think the promotional kind of connection that they have with Matchroom was the right one for him. I think there's the company and the fighter are similar, if I can say that, in terms of the nature of them and how big they are and how boisterous they are. So I think it's a good fit. But I don't think he needs to be fast-tracked too quickly. A couple of fights at kind of British, European sort of level, 2 or 3, before he kind of starts reaching out to the big boys.